The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Of Averett University. The Knights are led by head coach Logan Davis. Cougars coached by Blake Rullo, and he's assisted by Pat Davis and Kyle Carl. Athletic trainer for the Cougars is D.P. Washington. And now let's meet today's starting lineups for today's duel. At 125 pounds, from Southern Virginia, Jaden Nelson. And for the Cougars, a senior from Daytona Beach, Florida, Sam Braswell. At 133 pounds from Southern Virginia, Aaron Freedom. And from Averett, a junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Joseph Jones. At 141 pounds from Averett, a senior from Chesterfield, Virginia, Brandon Woody. At 149 pounds, from Averett, a junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Tony Blackman. At 157 pounds, from Averett, a sophomore from Madison Heights, Virginia, Landon Childress. At 165 pounds, from Southern Virginia, Morgan Peterson. And for the Cougars, in his first year from Chester, Virginia, Alex Turley. At 174 pounds, from Southern Virginia, Scott Chambers. And for the Cougars, a sophomore from Culpeper, Virginia, George Mosley. At 184 pounds from Southern Virginia, Josh Smith. And for Averett, a freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia, Zion Carpenter. At 197 pounds from Southern Virginia, Avery Rao. And for the Cougars, a sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Billy Baldwin. And in heavyweight, from Southern Virginia, Donnell Solomon. And for the Cougars, a sophomore from Clinton, Virginia, Chick Rackman.
And with that, welcome out to Danville, Virginia, the Grant Center here on Averett's North Campus as the 7-0 Averett Cougars get set to battle Southern Virginia in their first bout of the year. I'm Heath Barrett, joined by Caleb Harmon, and we've got Sam Braswell set to take the mat first. Caleb, glad you can join me. This is going to be exciting. First time in the program's history to start 7-0, and should have a good battle here today.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. It's crazy to see how far the program's come over the past 4 years, and can't wait to see how far it takes us in the next 4.
Sam Braswell, the senior from Daytona Beach, Florida, on the mat right now. The 125-pound weight class. Braswell ranked number 4 in the country with the latest polls coming out. Your Cougars ranked 15th in the nation from these last polls and had a few great victories over a few Division II schools this past Wednesday. Some great wins. Is that right, Caleb?
Well, it was great. Coach told us before, he said all we do is take it one match at a time, and we could do it, and it's crazy. We went out there and went 3-0 against 3 Division II teams, and the rankings come out, and now we're top 15 in the nation. It's weird how things happen. Coach told us it would happen, but, we really believed it, and we worked together, and it worked out for us.
You said it. You got to believe. He believed in you guys, and you got the job done.
Yes, sir.
Braswell, first-team All-American last year. Above 90 victories in his career here as a Cougar. Very impressive resume. Head coach Blake Rullo has built this roster, one of the best rosters they've had in years past. Really top to bottom. We talked about that before we come on air, so if you want to elaborate on that, you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird seeing, I want to say weird, it's great seeing, how the progression is taking place, starting with, the first year we had a program, and we were having to bump up guys from 149, 157 to fill spots at 65, 74 sometimes, and our lighter rates have always been really strong, especially with Sam at 25 and Woody at 33 his freshman year and been 41 the past 3. It's they've been consistent, but this year it's changed a lot. We've actually got a full lineup where we can count on everybody to go out and wrestle hard and do what needs to be done and score points for the team. So it's amazing seeing that transformation going from a one-year team struggling to now year 4 and making big moves around the country.
Braswell battling here. 25 seconds to go here in the first round. Nice.
I was going to say, nice takedown by Braswell, snagging that ankle there. 10 seconds left, right out the period.
That'll be it for the first period. Sam Braswell commanding 10-2 lead. What did you see from Braswell in that first period?
I mean, it's honestly the same thing I see every time he goes out there and wrestles. He's always trying to score points and get on the board in a dominating fashion most of the time. Very impressive wrestling by him, as always.
Yeah, I mean, I asked that question, but I should have known the answer. He goes out there, he dominates every time he gets on the mat, that's for sure. So lifted off the ground a bit there.
There's a stalling call by the ref. Guys got to let go here. There it is. Nice rear attack. That was awesome.
Sam Braswell putting a stamp on this match early here in period number 2 for him. Up 13-2. Braswell, the senior. Approaching 1 minute in the second period.
Gonna let him up. Go for more takedowns here.
When you look at the 125-pound weight class, normally, you see him like, oh, these guys are really quick, but it's almost like Sam Braswell is that extra quick at that weight class. It is fun to watch.
Without a doubt, he's definitely got athletic ability that you don't see from a large amount of people. Even in the 125-pound weight class, he's very quick, very agile. All he needs is a turn here, a 4 count, and he could end this period at a tech fall, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it.
5 seconds here, period number 2.
Good ride out by Braswell there at the end of the period.
Yeah, didn't get that tech fall. We'll move to period number 3, though. He's got a commanding 15-3 lead. So what does he need to do here?
I mean, honestly, with the guy from SVU choosing bottom, to get a tech fall, all he has to do is just turn him one time for a 4 count. I believe by now he's got the riding time point.
Yeah.
Pretty much locked in. I don't see a riding time clock anywhere here on the screen, but so he's going to let him out and expect him to at least get one more takedown. If I know Sam, he'll probably just keep letting him up and taking him down if he doesn't turn him off the next takedown he gets. But we'll see what happens in the next minute and 30. That's what I like right here, like watching him. He's so confident with what he does. He plays with him. Just sticking the fat, asking for him to grab it, and then takedown after takedown.
Braswell, the number 4 wrestler at this weight class in the country.
Another solid takedown with 55 seconds left to go. Score 19-5. All he needs is, you can let him up and take him down, and that'll be a tech fall. Yep, and lets him up. 19-6. One more takedown, and that secures the tech. Nice duck attempt. Throw by. That's 2.
And there it is. So Sam Braswell gets the Cougars started. Take fall victory. That'll bring up the 133-pound weight class.
Coming up at 133 pounds from Southern Virginia, Aaron Freedom, and for the Cougars, Joey Jones.
Joey Jones, 5'7" junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Set to go.
I look for this match to be very high intensity, as it's already started off that way. Joe's going to try to get to those attacks right off the bat and try to score points early. Freedom from SVUX has scrambled a lot, so we should see a lot of action here.
Little instruction from head coach Blake Rouleau, who's pretty fired up over there.
Ooh, that's a good G2 by Joey Jones. Yeah, like you're saying, Blake, the instruction is he gets fired up pretty easy.
He does.
It's good though, he's a really good coach. Knows what he's talking about, and I know personally he's helped me a lot over the past 4 years. And I've seen the changes he's made in other guys too with his coaching and influence and everything. So it's great to have a coach like him here at Averett.
Shows so much care for his guys, the team. Obviously 15th in the country now. He's built a program.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Joey Jones working on top here in period number 1.
Got that ball locked up. Looks like he's trying to tilt him over. Goes cross face. Stalling call and freed off. Looks as if he's going for that cradle there. Doesn't get it.
Okay, so talk to me. Obviously, so both battlers have to be out of for it to be, reset, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Even if there's a tiny foot in.
Yep. As long as there's some part of the body in the circle. Imagine the circle is a cylinder. So even if the foot's hovering above the line, as long as it's over that line,
you're still in play.
You're still in play. Yep.
Gotcha.
But once everything's out, that's when they reset. Which some refs will call it on the edge. They're close. If a toe's in and nothing's going on, not a lot of action, they'll call it pretty quick. But here's that scramble like I was talking about earlier from Friedhoff. But Joe's doing good, hanging on to that leg there in the period.
A lot of energy out of Joey Jones in that period number 1, it looks like. What's he got to do to be a little better here in period number 2?
I mean, he picked bottom right off the bat. Good choice. So first thing, he's just up and out. He's got to get that point, that escape point. That'll put him ahead 3-1. And then after that, it's just, constant attacks, constantly trying to score, keeping that pressure up.
Joey Jones up 2-1 here currently. We're about to begin period number 2.
Joey looked like he thought the ref was going to give him a caution, so he stopped wrestling for a second. But
yeah.
He's got that leg in. From here, looks like he's trying to go power half. Joe's doing a good job of kicking that leg out.
Now right there, what is the referee relaying to the wrestlers?
Basically, with Jones on the bottom, he's going to be telling him that he needs to improve to try to work to better his position. Friedhoff's on top. He's pretty much doing all he can do with Jones laying there. So he's just, he's saying there needs to be action take place. Still got one leg in, and that's a stall call on Jones.
So we're going to be evened up at 2-2, correct?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's still 2-1. Jones would have to get one more stalling call for Friedhoff to get a point there. 14 seconds left.
All right, that's period number 2. Jones will start on top here.
And at this moment, riding time is not a factor.
Okay.
Friedhoff has 26 seconds of riding time. So Joe's still ahead 2-1. And he's got a couple ways he can go with it, ride him out hard for the whole period, and then that would give him a riding time point to put him ahead 3-1. Really here you want to be offensive and try to get a turn, score as many points as possible.
Yeah, I think head coach Blake Rule is walking over here trying to figure out what the riding time was exactly.
Right.
So he can have an idea of where his wrestler stands here in the last period.
He rides him for 1 minute and 26 seconds and then lets him go. That if he can at least ride him that long, that'll give him that riding time point. And that'll put it at 34 seconds left. And that's back. That's 2 backs for Joey. So that puts him up 4-1 with right at 1 minute left in the period.
That was huge right there. Extend that lead a little bit.
That's the one danger with scramble. Some guys are really good at it, like to do it a lot, but you can get caught there on your back, and it can end up costing you in the long run.
Just approaching 30 seconds here in the last period.
So he should have that riding time point locked in now. As of now, it's definitely locked in.
Which would move that to
5-2.
Okay.
Right now it's 4-2. Good circling by Joey there on the outside. Trying to hit a knee tap. Friedol's going sucker drag. No reversal. 9.5 seconds left. The score as of now is 4-2, and Joey does have that riding time point locked in.
Okay.
So Friedolf would need a takedown and some backs in order to take the lead in this match.
Joey Jones gets the victory at 133 by decision, 4-2.
Joey Jones.
So Brandon Woody, the 5'6" senior from Chesterfield, Virginia, he gets the forfeit win.
And I believe Blackman at 49 and Shoulders at 57 will both get the same, right?
Yep. So Tony Blackman, the 5'8" junior from Virginia Beach, Virginia, he gets the forfeit victory for the Cougars as well. And Landon Childress at 5'7", 157, I believe he will get the forfeit victory as well.
So if my math is right, that puts the Cougars up 26-0.
Yep.
Going into the 165 bout.
Yep. 26-0. You did that math a lot quicker than I would have.
Takes practice.
So now we'll have Alex Turley. Alex Turley, the freshman from Chester, Virginia. And Alex Peterson for Southern Virginia at the 165-pound weight class. Turley undefeated on the year. Actually 26 years old.
Yep.
As a freshman here for Averett, but has been very impressive.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he's leading right now all divisions, Division I, II, and III in pins.
He is, you're correct.
On the year.
So we'll see if he can add to that total here today.
Quick takedown by Peterson, but Turley gets out. Only 35 seconds into the bout. Peterson gets in these 2-on-1s. Getting quick takedowns on Turley.
Turley transferred from John Tyler Community College. And as Caleb Harmon stated earlier, he does lead the country, all divisions, in pins this year.
It was pretty crazy, watching him come in doing 26 and just right off the bat firing off all cylinders as soon as we started the season. It's a good single leg attempt. Peterson with a reshot. Trying to come out the back door, but Turley sits. And Turley looks like he's trying to put him to his back there a little bit with some funk.
A little funk, huh?
Funk, yeah. Scramble. It's funk. And Peterson gets a takedown.
2 points for Peterson in Southern Virginia.
Turley up and gets one. Match now 6-3 in favor of Peterson. Turley with the front headlock. And Cowboys it, puts him straight to his back. And that's a pin for Turley.
Alex Turley adding to to the pins on the year. Was down 6-4, but in a hurry, snap of a finger, it almost seemed like. Turley gets the pin and he's off the mat.
That's what he's been doing all year. Just out of nowhere, pinning them left and right. It's crazy.
Over in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
Now George Mosley at 174, the sophomore from Culpeper, Virginia, steps in. Mosley, 8th in the country in these last rankings at the 174 mark. Went 31-13 as a true freshman. Finished 17th, ranked 17th last year. 3rd team All-American as well.
That's another one, seeing him come in straight from high school, coming in as a freshman last year and just firing on all cylinders, really putting in the work. He wants to get better. He wants to accomplish things, and
boy has he.
Oh, he has already just as a freshman last year, now as a sophomore.
Hey, peek it out. Peek your head out the other side.
I'm gonna look for him to go cradle here. Ref calls a quick stalemate. Single leg attempt. Mosley trying to stuff. Good defense there by Mosley.
Yeah, very nice job to fend that off.
He's got the chin and got the leg, and appears as if he's going to attempt for that cradle again. But he just gets to go behind and settles for 2. Trying to go for a tilt there. Got the arm locked up. That was a good change of motion there by Mosley. Went for the cradle and guy on bottom switched his hips, and Mosley just went straight through a leg in and went to turn him. Didn't get any back points, of course, but that was a good change there. Good adjustment.
Still up 2-0 is Mosley. Right around 35 seconds here in period number 1.
Puts him to his back there. It looks as if it's going to be a fall. He fought that off good. 4 near fall points for Mosley. Puts him up 6-0 with 15 seconds left in the first period. .5 remaining in the first period. Good ride to finish the period off. Mosley will have a 6-0 advantage. And he'll start on top here, I believe, to start period number 2. Those are just working on top right now. Very good pressure, trying to keep him flat. Goes cross face, trying to lock up a cradle. He does lock it up. So he's got the 4 count. Let's see if he can get the fall here. He needs to put the knee in the side there. He's got it under his back. Needs to take it out and put it in the side. And 2-point reversal.
Nice.
Mosley still up 10-2 with 54 seconds left.
Mosley was so close to having a pin.
Very close. I'm going for a crossface, it looks like here. And stall and call on Mosley. Not enough action there on the bottom. Seems to just be laying there.
That's what it takes to get the call from the official.
Yeah, it's difficult to say because every official's different. Some of them they let it go for a while, and some of them they're really quick with it.
Yeah.
So some of them will give you 10 seconds. And if you're not moving, you're just laying there with your head on the mat there. Quickly call you. And of course, as a top wrestler, if the guys laying on bottom, that's what you want. You want the ref to call quick. But being there, especially if you're getting ridden hard, you want as lenient as a ref as possible. It's not going to call you, especially if you're not working. But
Mosley, the 6'1" sophomore from Culpeper, Virginia, heads into period number 3 with a 10-2 advantage.
Nice arm drag to a single there. Gets 2.
So 12-2 now in Mosley's favor.
Mosley's got that chin there. He's doing a good job at riding, keeping that hip pressure in. Just doesn't seem to be able to make much of anything happen right now in this period on top. And as soon as I say that, he locks up a crater and puts him to his back.
Almost got the pin. Almost, a second away?
Yeah, very, very close.
Knee in the side.
This is where you were talking earlier. Got to put that knee in the side.
Yeah.
I think he's doing that. Couldn't quite do it. What does that do? Putting that knee in the side in that position.
It's hard to explain really without actually being in it. But when somebody's got your knee pressed to your face and then they add that knee to the side, it torques your body in a weird way and it flattens you out.
Mm-hmm.
It's
need a takedown, Jordan.
It's because I don't know how to explain it really.
An opportunity to keep those shoulders on the ground.
It flattens you out. You would think kind of opposite because it's bending your back more, but it's actually it's flattening you out. Adds a weird pressure to your back that actually flattens you out. 16-3.
So Mosley gets a victory by decision, 16-3. Cougars hot here today. That'll bring up the freshman, correct? Zion Carpenter.
Yes, sir.
Zion Carpenter, freshman, 6 foot, 184, Chesapeake, Virginia.
I think this is his second weigh-in here at 184. He'd been wrestling 97 earlier, but I'm pretty sure that the Kings, when we went to Tennessee earlier this week, that was his first weigh-in at 84, and he's actually got his weight under control now, and he's doing really well.
Yeah, in those duels with Patrick Henry in Greensboro, he had an exhibition where he came out and slammed a kid under 30 seconds quickly. I mean, he is an impressive freshman. The height, agility.
my memory serves me correct, he's from Oscar Smith there, Oscar Smith High School. We've had a couple of guys on our team from there, and Coach Miley's done a great job with the program there, and very, very impressive. What he's been able to do there at Smith, and seeing the talent that he's put out. The guys come here, had one or two go to ODU before they dropped their program, and a couple other colleges around the country. One's at Michigan now.
Wow.
Jaden Barrett,
Yeah, when you get that type of production out of high school, that's a place that I'm sure Blake really he loves to go and start recruiting. He knows what he's going to get from there, and
definitely
the type of athlete, type of person.
Especially forming great connections with those high school coaches and being able to get those guys wanting to come to your program and add to it like Zion is. He's a freshman here at 84, but he's putting in the work and he wants to get better. He has that drive. So
he's at 184 right now. What did he come in at?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just know that earlier in the season he was wrestling 197.
Yeah.
Now he's down at
184.
He's down at 84,
which is impressive.
Yeah. Looks as if he's trying to lock up a far side cradle here, and
almost has it.
Yeah, he's got it locked. Can he get it over? And he does. Puts that knee on the side, just like that. And see what I'm saying? He puts it in, and it cranked him over.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get it flat, but which I think a large part of that has to do with that. He doesn't have the crossface fully. That arm is out instead of being in where it needs to be, but he's got the 4 points. There it is. Now to put him up 6-0.
30 seconds to go here in the first period. Zion Carpenter. Also battling freshman Josh Smith, I believe.
He's got that leg in. If he can get that crossface and could have potentially had some more points there, but he's still got that leg in. You drive that over, and there it is. Puts it to his back. He's got a 2 count there, it looks like. He's holding 2.
Yep, and he's going to run out of time in the first period.
So going into the second, Carpenter's up 8-0. Smith defers to Carpenter, who chooses down. Roll attempt here by Carpenter. Good follow-up by Smith. Needs the knee slide out here and goes 4-point stance, trying to back into it, pressure back, steps over and puts it almost right to his back. Gets 2-point reversal here. Looks like he's going for a cradle with the near leg. I have to say that's a weird little position he was just in right there.
Yeah, trying to get that pin at all costs.
Yes, sir. He's got the 4 back points holding. It's up 10-0 right now. He gets the pin.
Freshman Zion Carpenter gets the pin, the victory at 184 for the Cougars.
Puts Averett up 42-0.
Next up, 97 pounds from Southern Virginia, Erie Round, Billy Baldwin.
Billy Baldwin now, 197, 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Went to Princess Anne High School, transferred from Old Dominion. He went 5-12 there as a heavyweight. He's battling Avery Rabb, the sophomore from Culpeper, Virginia.
So you just told me some information I didn't know. I didn't realize that he was a heavyweight when he was at ODU.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's kind of weird imagining him being that big compared to, you see him how he is now.
He's pretty big.
He's a big boy, but being a heavyweight,
yeah,
those are even bigger boys.
Oh, yeah. Baldwin making some moves. A minute and a half to go here in the first period.
Riding tough and turns him back to the mat.
Approaching a minute here in period number 1. Baldwin working on top. Avery Rabb for Southern Virginia. This is Southern Virginia's first match of the year.
That 2-on-1 there trying to tilt. He just rolls through twice, almost like it's a freestyle match. But
yeah.
If it was, he would have scored 4 there, but that's a different style, and that takes a whole lot different than folk style is when it comes to top and bottom, but puts that arm to his back there and goes claw ride.
There's some points here. 10 seconds.
A little stare down there from Billy Baldwin after. Gets the victory by fall. Does Billy Baldwin at 197. So we'll go to our last match of this duel at 285. Big Trent Ragland, who is ranked 11th in the country now. Ragland, sophomore from Quinton, Virginia, went to New Kent High School. He transferred from Virginia Tech.
This is another one of those really good additions to our team that we've had. Starting last year when he came in, and dual sport athlete, also plays football.
Just a top to bottom, well-rounded roster here for the Cougars. We've seen complete dominance here today. It's 48-0, and obviously, if you're an opposing team, you're trying to get at least one victory. You don't want to try to do it against Trent Ragland.
No, not at all. And I believe this is actually their one of their backup guys. It's not their
go-to normal.
Their go-to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure their starter is actually ranked in the nation as well.
Yeah, Blake actually talked about that beginning of this week on Coach's Corner. He was excited to see the matchup with Trent Ragland and their heavyweight, but
unfortunately we didn't get to see it today.
Yeah, we've seen a few forfeits obviously earlier, so in a different type of semester this year, there's going to be a lot of things. People got to have some depth and adjust.
It's definitely been a weird semester. A whole year.
Yep.
Just with everything, because normally we start competition in November, and it got pushed back to January because of COVID. So it's definitely a lot of adjusting. on everybody's part.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel bad for the freshmen coming in.
It's an odd way to begin.
It's an odd way, very odd way to begin.
But positives of it's going to be a real, learning year of experience. You're going to get that year back of eligibility, so you'll be able to. That was a quick call, you think, or?
I mean, they did step out. They were all the way out. I think it was a good call. It could have gone probably either way, but because it was a very quick step out. But no, I think that was a good call there made by the ref. Score still 0-0 with 45 seconds left in the first period.
Raglan working here, under 30 seconds to go in period number 1.
He shoots him out here. He could potentially get a stalling call, but gets a body lock. And he picks him up and bear hugs him straight to his back.
Looking to get the pin.
It's a 4 count, and it should be here. Short time. He did not get the fall.
Doesn't get it right before into the first period.
But that was a nice 6-point move there by Raglan. Raglan picks bottom here. Start of the second.
Give me the thought process. When you get to choose, is it the type of wrestler you are and where you want to start, or give me a little insight on that.
I think it's definitely a mix of that and match situation. If you've got a guy that is really good on top, and you might not be so good on the bottom, you could potentially pick neutral. In the end, the goal is to score points. So. And, he's leading 6-0, and at this point he just wants to expand the lead. So he's going to pick bottom, and he gets an escape and then gets a takedown right after, and then right to his back to a pin. It's definitely tricky when picking positions. You've got to know your opponent, and you've got to know what kind of situation you're in.
So that will be it. The Cougars 54-0 get the victory over Southern Virginia. They move to 8-0.
I believe that's the second shutout that Averett's had this season alone.
Yep.
We had our first one earlier in the semester, first one of the program's history earlier this semester, and then now number 2 here.
So we've got around 18 exhibitions set to go underway here. Blake Rulo giving the table some instruction. Done with the duel. The Cougars win 54-0, as on your screen you see. Going to get started with the first exhibition. Averett's Alex Logsdon will face Southern Virginia's Sawyer Ferry.
Averett moves to 8-0 here. Start the season. Going into these exhibitions.
Logsdon, the freshman. All the way down from Alaska.
Yeah, first guy from Alaska we've had, and maybe this would be a segue to getting some more talent from up that way.
He's battling the freshman, Sawyer Ferry, 5'5", 125. He's from Utah, so these two guys long ways away from home here in Danville, Virginia.
Logsdon with his left side headlock he likes to hit. Rulo instructing.
Yeah, tell me what he's telling him right there.
So as the guy on bottom, you know, you're on your back. You in this position, it's you can lock around the body and do just almost as you saw right there, kind of hip over and put the other guy to his back.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
So as the top guy here is Logston, you really got to sink your hips down and keep that pressure closer to the mat.
Yep, there it is. Logston with a quick pin. Not even a minute in to the first period. So Logston gets the first win of the first exhibition.
Solid match by Logston there. And I believe next we've got 33-pounder Aaron Friedhoff from SVU going up against Taha Rafiq.
Yep.
From Averett. Taha comes to us from Harrisonburg, Virginia, went to Spotswood High School.
Friedhoff, senior for Southern Virginia. He's from South Prince, Georgia. South Prince, George, Virginia, excuse me.
Friedhoff doing a solid job there of keeping control on top.
How about this stat? The Cougars have 6 starters with 10 wins or more this year.
Already.
Yep.
It's definitely crazy considering that, you know, SVU, this is their first time wrestling, and we've already had enough matches for some of our guys to have, you know, 10 wins already.
Yeah. 8-0 this year. Obviously, you know, some guys have multiple wins when they went to the Star City Open, but Rulo said it was the first time they had somebody placed at every weight in the top 4. So
definitely.
He was very, very fired up about that.
Didn't quite reach the goals we had. I think we had set out to have 6 finalists and or maybe it was six champs, 10 finalists, something like that. So we didn't quite reach that, but definitely making progression in the right direction. Here's the team. And that's something different we've started doing this year is every week the coaches have set out goals that we have. So we have those goals in mind going into practice of what we want to accomplish with each competition. Our goal here was to beat them by 40, and as you see, we beat them 54-0.
Yep, so you can check that one off the list. Rulo getting fired up over there.
Yeah, always.
Why one hand, not two there?
You know, honestly, I'm not too sure.
We can't see what he's seeing over there.
Yeah, I didn't have the right angle to see exactly what was going on.
Nor do we see it through his eyes, right?
Right.
So exhibition number 2 here is going to end the first period.
I've been getting texts from people saying that I sound like I'm swallowing the mic, so I had to move it away a little bit. I feel bad that was going on all duel now. But here he's got a crunch, but Friedhoff gets him exposed. Gets a 4 count, it looks like. Yep.
Friedhoff.
Got the pin there.
So Friedhoff gets the pin over Rafiki.
Coming up next from Averett, Landon Childress.
Did you say Rafiki?
Yeah, what is it?
It's Rafiq.
Rafiq, okay. I watched Lion King a few days ago.
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought of when you said that, too.
Let's go, Landon.
Landon Childress now, 157. He'll step up in his third exhibition. He'll face Kelton Campbell, freshman for Southern Virginia. Childress, a sophomore from Madison Heights, Virginia. Didn't get to wrestle in the first duel, had a won by forfeit. He went to Armhurst County High School. A little jump from you there. What are we looking at?
That was very exciting. It looked like Childress was going to get a takedown there, but yeah, it didn't work out for him. Sadly, Campbell was able to get a nice throw there and. Only ended up getting 2 points out of it, which is good for Childress. And Campbell looks like all he's trying to do here in this match is throw. That's the second lat drop attempt I've seen. And we'll see what happens with the next 2 minutes of the first period. Shot attempt by Kellen here, and Childress doing a good job of defending it. Slide by. He gets 2 right there on the line. See, that's one of those things, I would say that's questionable call, but his foot was in. It's just a matter of whether he was actually
in before the points were awarded.
If he had not possession, wrong term there, that control while his foot was in or not. But Childress kind of has a leg there, but Kellen has that hard wizard going, and good readjustment by Childress, and he gets 2. He's got a 2-on-1 going for a tilt, and he gets it. That's a 4 count there for Childress. And once he lets go of the arm, there it is. He gets the 4. Goes up 8-4 with 40 seconds left in the period. Good riding there by Childress. Able to adjust. We're at 16 seconds left here.
Started rolling.
Yeah, so my buddy just sent me a picture. He's watching the live stream and ends up sending me a picture of Rafiki from the Lion King.
Cue the song. We need to cue the song.
Somebody get that on air. Thanks to everybody that's watching. I know as a member of the wrestling team here, it means a lot for everybody that's tuning in, and I know it means a lot to all the guys that are wrestling today and putting in the work just to get better every day.
Yeah, really just to have this opportunity to be able to come out here, and great job by the athletics. Even last semester, we were one of the only schools in the conference that not only did we have the students here, going to class and everything, but, able to have some type of events,
right.
Get out and practice, get some work in. So really, really blessed to be able to do that.
That's a good thing about another good thing I can say about Averett, especially the staff here and all the people up top. You know, the president, Tiffany Franks, who
is sitting.
Actually, she's sitting right there talking to our athletic director, Meg Stevens.
Childers in trouble here, it looks like.
Blake's standing there turning sideways, yelling, "You better not get pinned." And Landon did a good job fighting off his back.
Yeah, he did.
Goes down 10-9 now with 1:26 left in, I believe, the second period.
Yeah, you could have made Blake's face right there a GIF.
Yeah.
His reaction, like, "Hey, man, you better get something going here."
There's so many times you could do that with the faces he makes. Very, very enthusiastic.
Yeah, so knotted up 10-10 here. It's Childress and Campbell.
You know, seeing those throws from Campbell earlier in the match, I almost want to expect him to go for more throw attempts, especially in the third if the match keeps going the way it's going. Landon attempting to go for that ankle, but doesn't get it. Snap attempt. Almost has he's got the leg, and can he get it? Can he get the two? And he does get the two there.
Nice job.
Under 20 seconds left.
Here in the second period, correct?
Yes, sir. Tough ride here with 10 seconds left. As long as he keeps that foot in, he'll
get the riding time. That'll be the end of the period.
Going to be Kellen's choice going into the third, and I would expect him to hit. He said neutral, but his coach told him to go for bottom. So Childers will start off on top here to start the third, and 2 minutes left in this match, assuming they don't go into overtime. Childers leading 12-10. You hear Coach Rulo telling him, you know, go for that tilt. Believe you can.
Yeah.
And he said, I believe you can. You believe you can.
Just like he believed you guys would go in and sweep the 3 Division II schools that y'all faced, and you did, Lander, Emmanuel, and King, in that quad match. And boy, was that a dominating performance.
It was definitely something special to be a part of. I wrestled in one of the duels, ended up doing terrible myself, but you know, that's a change that we've had. Like I was saying earlier, your freshman year, you go in and you expect 125 to 141 to perform really well, but then 149 comes up, and if I don't do well, then there's matches after that probably aren't going to go too well either. So it's pretty much the first 4 or 5 matches have to go well if you stand any chance. To now, it's
you've got a chance of winning in any weight class.
I know that at 49, if I go in there and I don't perform like I should, that everybody after that is, they're going to pick up my slack.
Very capable of taking care of business, yeah, for sure. Right at 20 seconds here in this last period. Childers up by 2 points, 12-10.
That's a stalling call on red, 1 point green, so he goes up 13-10. 10 seconds left. Childers commanding the match here in the third period.
Yeah, he is.
Looks like Kellen has some words to say there. He didn't like didn't like how physical Childress was being.
Yeah, at the end of that match.
Next up for Hoovers, Cleon Hall versus Morgan Peterson.
Cleon
Lawton and Morgan Peterson set to do battle here now. Lawton, the freshman. Franklinville, New York.
It's crazy, people think of New York, and most of the time they think of the city. That's a country boy right there. Country and up in New York. I've had conversations with him just about that was a beautiful cradle there by Peterson. Didn't get anything out of it, but
Peterson, a junior, he's from Ohio, so once again, two guys far away from home doing battle here in Danville, Virginia.
Talking to, Lawton about stuff he does at home and, working on the farm and getting up at 4 a.m. during the summer and going and milking cows before he actually goes to his other job where he does a number of odds and ends, but
something you don't hear a lot about in New York for sure.
Right. Peterson trying to go out the back door here, and Lawton squares up. No two here. Lawton doing a good job. Goes into the splits and defends the takedown. Rio coming over, saying that riding time should go down, saying that takedown did not count.
That is one thing I have noticed. Blake Rouleau is on top of whatever he needs to be on top of, and I think that is what gives you guys, when you're out on the mat, the energy that you need, because he's bringing it too over there as a head coach.
Ooh, low single attempt there by Peterson, and Long with a good defense, got him in a front headlock here, tries to shuck him by and doesn't get it, reshots, and now Peterson's in with a front headlock, and they go out, and that's a lot of action there in about 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, as you were saying, Coach Rouleau is very, he's on top of it, and it kind of helps us. I know me personally, him being very energetic, it gives me a little bit more of a drive to go out there and do better than do better than my potential, I want to say.
Yeah.
Gives a little bit, it's like a nitrous boost a little bit.
Yep, gives you that adrenaline, that energy.
Long here in the front headlock, and look for him to head in the hole, and grabs that a little bit above the ankle there, and still doesn't get the two though. Peterson goes for a throw, and his foot was out, so he put him to his back, but he was out. He didn't get the takedown there. 26 seconds left.
Ten seconds here in the period. That'll be it for the period number one.
Peterson's going to defer over to Cleon, and he's going to take bottom and try to even up this match score here. It's 2-1 now in favor of Peterson, but an escape for Lawton would tie up the match. He goes into a tripod there. Peterson going for a tilt attempt, but Lawton rolls through it. Once again, Lawton able to roll through it. It's going to claw right there. Ground knee slides, and he's back up. Let's see if we can get a stall call, as Rulo was saying, and not quite enough time passed by there, so. He could have potentially put him to his back there, but Peterson was doing a good job of holding on and keeping that tight grip. Lawton's up, and 45 seconds left. I don't think I've ever seen somebody yell so much that their mask starts falling off. They got to keep readjusting it. But
yeah, that's Blake Rulo. If you looked it up, he'd be in the dictionary.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right beside energetic.
Probably some other words too. I'll leave it to your imagination as to what those words could be.
10 seconds here in this period. 2-1 in favor of Peterson, correct?
Yes. That was almost two, but Peterson did a very good job of keeping that leg of Lawton there to keep him from getting around behind.
Yeah, Rulo was upset. Do you think he believes it should have gotten some points there, or?
I mean, that's another one of those difficult spots. They're right there on the edge, which they had enough of their body in to where that really wasn't that much of a factor. But with them being so close, it not only is the ref trying to look to see if they go out to stop the action before anything else happens, but he's also got to take into consideration the action that's actually taking place. It could have gone either way. I feel like it was a split second where it could have been two, but action kept progressing and took that away. So it is really a tough call there, in my opinion. Peterson in on a crackdown position, but Lawton's holding on. Looked like he was trying to go for some sort of tilt there from that position, but he didn't get it. But he ended up getting out and getting the two, so he's going to go up. Score's not right on that. Up there. He returned to the mat there. You kind of saw his ankle get trapped and looked like it went a weird way. It's a dangerous move there that he just did. That back trip with the 2-on-1s.
Yeah, we'll take a quick injury timeout and be back here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
And we're back here in the Grand Center. I'm Heath Barron, joined by Caleb Harmon. A little stoppage of play here by the official. Lawton able to get off the mat, some type of ankle injury. That'll bring up our next exhibition, Anthony Reese and Tristan Olson. Olson, freshman. Reese, a freshman as well, out of Texas.
This is going to be his first competition since, since the Star City Open earlier in the semester. Also getting that arm bar in there. Tripoding up here. And he gets out. It's going to be 2-1 in favor of Olson. Shot attempt by Reese, but it's stuffed by Olson and still neutral. Shot attempt by Reese, but a go behind by Olson. It's Olson up 4-1 with 1:30 left in the first period. Olson's got that Iowa ride, and well, he had it. Just keeping that pressure going forward there on Anthony Reese. Lets him up. Score's now 4-2 in favor of Olson. Reese is taking all these shot attempts, but if you notice, he's not really setting them up. He's just kind of diving in there, and
he gets taken down. Now, what do you mean? What are the steps set up for a takedown?
I mean, it depends on the takedown you want to hit, of course, but it's kind of like trying to think of something to compare it to. It's kind of like in football, you got somebody running a route. You can't just throw the football up and hope somebody catches it. You got to, the receiver's got to run a route and the quarterback's got to pick the best, person to throw it to. But same thing in wrestling. You can't just close your eyes and dive in there hoping to grab a leg. You gotta push, pull, get their leg where you want it. Get them thinking you're going one way and go the other. You gotta
be strategic.
Right.
Yeah. I played football, so a lot of this is all new to me.
Kind of like baking a cake. You got a certain recipe
to follow. Yeah.
To follow to get to the cake, and it's the same for wrestling.
Yeah, those receivers on the outside, they gotta put that plant foot one way, go the other, and create that space.
Right.
Reese on top here. Period number 2.
I blinked and I missed what happened. So 1 point there for Olson. Going to put him up 9-4, and Anthony Reese gets a takedown. Sorry, score correction is going to be 8-6, not 9. Reese gets a arm bar on the wrist and puts the pressure to his shoulder and drives him over. And he gets the pin.
Anthony Reese.
Great second period there by Reese.
The freshman all the way from Texas gets the pin in exhibition.
Coming up next, we have Averett's Javante Hobbs versus Scott Chambers.
Javante Hobbs, Scott Chambers.
Ooh, Javante Hobbs with you. That was good motion there. Chambers had almost had a takedown there, but Hobbs was able to switch it around and get on top. Chambers' escapes was 2-1 in favor of Hobbs. Shot attempt by Chambers, but Hobbs doing a good job of fighting that off.
Fantastic job of getting out of there.
Ooh, looked like he was going for a fireman's, but he let go of the arm and just went high crotch. Looks like he's going for a cradle here, and ref gives it a 2 count. I would argue that was just a 1 because when he went for 2, he was right up perpendicular to the mat. He wasn't really exposed, but that's ref's call, and Chambers goes up 5-2.
Pushing a minute to play in the period. A minute to wrestle, I should say.
Hobbs almost got a switch there, but they go out of bounds with 54, almost 55 seconds left. Hobbs is up, but Chambers keeps that leg. Ref's not counting for stalling, but doesn't matter because Hobbs gets his escape point, closes the gap. Chambers is up 5-3 now.
Yeah, it was a nice job to be able to get that leg back down on the mat. 30 seconds in the period.
High crotch attempt by Chambers, and Hobbs almost stuffs it. They go out of bounds. Ref calls action. I think that was a great call there by the ref. Not sure right there what Coach Rulo was yelling, but I had David over here laughing, so I'm sure it was pretty funny. Not a lot of tie-ups going on here. There's just a lot of fighting each other's hands off each other's wrists back and forth, but Hobbs' bottom. He's right up, but Chambers keeps him down, but he doesn't stop the motion. Coach over there on the side is struggling to pressure back and come up to his base. Chambers gets that tilt, only for a 2 count, but ref restarts the count. That's a 3 and that's a 4, so he'll get 4 out of this. It'll put him up 9-3.
Hobbs trying to work his way out.
He's got that arm bar there. He needs to sit up, and he's gotten to his base. Now he just kind of has to drag himself out of it. Got a tight waist now. Not quite sure what Chambers is going for here, but it's enough to keep Hobbs down with 35 seconds left.
Scott, you have 20 seconds. You got pressure forward hard. One good breakdown. One breakdown right out on top. Let's go.
20 seconds left in this period. Hobbs trailing Chambers 9-3.
Got a 2-on-1 there, and he gets a. It's going to be another 4 count, and put him up 13-3. Once he lets go of that arm, and he does, so 4 points will be added. Let's see if. Sorry, go ahead.
Headed into the last period, 13-3 in favor of Chambers. Sorry.
See if Hobbs can get anything going here on top. Chambers is right up and reaches back for the head, which really isn't the smartest move. Don't want to do that, and gets a Peterson. Can he get the 2 reversal? He does. So that'll put him up 15-3. He's got that arm bar back in. Hobbs not really moving a lot there on bottom. Well, he goes for it. He gets it. That was a nice, as Rulo said, kamikaze there.
Nice little 2 points. Bring the deficit to 10.
.50 left. Let's see if Hobbs can put something together here, but he does get taken down. He's down 18-5 with 36 seconds left. All Chambers needs here for the Tech with the last 22 seconds left is 2 points. I believe he has the Rod and Tom point locked in, so he'll at least win by 14 with 8 seconds left. Doesn't get the back points he was going for there. Stall call called on Hobbs there near the end, but Chambers will win 19-5.
So now 184, Nasir McCummings. He'll battle Josh Smith of Southern Virginia.
Next up, we have from Averett, Nasir McCummings versus Josh Smith.
McCummings, a junior, 6'4", long, lengthy body type. Stafford, Virginia native.
I was wondering They're wrestling at 84, but I was confused because Smith does look considerably, at least a little bit smaller there than.
Yeah, it says 174, correct, on the
roster sheet. So I guess they bumped him up there for this exhibition match. Action call there by the ref. I don't know what that was that I just saw, but
just a little floor slap.
Yeah,
get you fired up, huh?
I guess a little excited.
McCombs with a nice.
Bro, don't worry about the hands.
Nice double attempt. He does get that leg and gets it over, and there's a good shelf there helping get that other leg.
That was a nice job by Smith to get up and out of there.
.120 left to go, and
some good action here.
Ooh, that was nice. That was very nice peek out there done by Nasir. Puts him up 4-1. A lot of action in this match.
Yeah.
They're definitely not trying to wait to score points. They're both going at it.
This is our 7th exhibition match of the afternoon. Plenty more to come.
And I'm going to say that was very slick by Nasir, but a little mistake there by Smith. He had the option to just go out of bounds, but instead of going out of bounds, he stepped back in and ended up getting taken down, and now he's at risk of getting put to his back, but he fights that off well.
Blake Rulo said, "Do not let him out."
Nasir up 5-2, and Smith still he's still fired up. Seems like every time the ref blows his whistle for the period, the action to stop and then reset, he's got something to say or
something to say to somebody.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that as long as you don't say the wrong things.
Yeah, it's needed.
But
that'll be into the first period. McCombs defers his decision.
Smith picks down, and Sears up 6-2. It looks like. And Smith cuts the deficit 6-3.
What we got?
That was a hands to the face call. So it's unsportsmanlike, and Smith will get a point for that. So now McCummings is up 6-4. Yeah, that hands in the face call is very, very controversial, in the wrestling community. Nice duck under there by McCummings. That was spectacular. I'm glad I didn't blink because I would have missed it. That's how quick that was. That was beautiful. That was wow. I mean, you see everybody going crazy after that. That was nice to see.
Got fired up.
I'm pretty sure he just spit on the floor, and I don't think that's. I might be wrong about that, but if he did, that's really not okay. But ref didn't see it, so I guess it's going to slide. But yeah, that hands to the face call from earlier. It's a very, very controversial thing. Some people say it's wrestling and it's going to be aggressive, and it doesn't matter. And some people are for it. obviously enough people are for it that they made a rule about it. But
Yeah.
McCullum's, I don't know what that was, but he got backwards off of it.
Yeah.
Gotta get off the leg.
And scores now 8-5, I believe. Still a very high-paced match.
It is.
Action call there, and they'll stay neutral. There it is. Score's correct now, 12-5, with 18 seconds left to go in the period. Hard collar there by Smith. Another hard club. I'm surprised the ref let that go, but
Into the period. Both these guys pretty winded. You said this action is high pace
yeah, I mean it's hard to keep that high pace up for a long time.
for
And,
each period, as we've seen the past two periods.
yep. So Nasir McCummings picked down, but Smith said let him go neutral. So we'll give 1 point to Nasir. Go up 13-5, and Smith's gonna go for some. I mean, with 148 left, you think he's got to go big here. Another deck attempt by McCummings, and he almost gets it, but instead Smith's gonna try to get him. Looks like a chokehold there, but
Yeah.
I mean McCummings got him on his back, and he's already got the 4. Now he's just going for the fall. That'd put him up 18-5. He's going for the pin here, and
Got him where he wants him.
that's for sure.
What we got?
I didn't see that. Well, I'm not sure. It was some kind of illegal hold. Was it a full or? Not quite sure, but
Smith received a point for it, correct?
yeah, Smith did get a point for that, so he's got 7 now. But from what I'm hearing, it looked like he had some kind of front headlock and didn't have the arm. And if you have or not a front headlock, but just a regular headlock. But if you have a headlock, you have to have an arm, and apparently he didn't. But Nasir will get another 6-point move here. Two takedown and 4 to the back, and I think that would put him up enough for a tech, but the ref's not giving him his points, and there it is. I don't even know how many that is. 19 plus 6, 25-7. Tech fall.
So Nasir McCummings gets the victory by tech fall. Jaleel Jones going to take on Avery Rabb at the 197 mark here. Jaleel Jones, a freshman from Newport News, Virginia.
Pummeling going on here.
In the stance.
Trying to get that inside position, and both look to have over-unders in there, and goes for an arm drag but doesn't get it. Last double attempt there by Jones. He doesn't get it. He's got the body lock. Looks like he's trying to do an inside trip. He's got a double over. He goes for a headlock. And Avery Rob's headlock does not go through. And Jaleel Jones is able to secure 2 points for a takedown. And Rob again escaped for 1 point. So we're at 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Jaleel Jones is leading 2-1 in the first period. Not quite sure if he's meaning to do it or if it's just happening because they're wrestling, but Jones's chin cup is down. And it's not on his chin, it's down here on his neck. I wonder if he knows that it's supposed to be.
He almost has his eyes covered too.
Yeah. Yeah, that headgear is tricky.
I'm about to say, it's got to be. I feel like it's got, when you're going into a match, it's got to be almost perfect, right? Almost like a swimmer. Their goggles got to be just perfect. They dive in and that thing goes sideways.
Yep.
You could be in trouble.
Yep, sure enough. It's it's got to be snug.
Yeah. Because as soon as it gets just rattled a bit, it could come off.
Yeah. Like me, I'd be too bothered with it being that loose and hanging down and everything. Like, nope, can't do that. I've got mine set just perfect, so I know when I put it on, it's tight and it's not going anywhere. Worst that could happen is my chin cup might come off a little bit, but
yeah, you don't have to worry about it mid match.
Right. You see the way the straps are on the headgear. They're going straight across. I've got mine that on the top they cross, so that one doesn't fall down. They crisscross each other, so they stay in place.
A little more steady.
Yeah, and they don't come down in my eyes. So that's just something I learned from, over wrestling over time. Some people tape them together. I just cross them. It seems to work a little better. See, Rob's got his cross there.
Yeah. Rab down 2-1. Minute and a half to go here in period number 1.
I think Jones fixed his chin cup. He did. That's good. I see a lot of people wearing the headgear that they just got they don't have the chin cup. They got the strap that goes under, and I've never been able to handle that. It's a choking feeling. I hate it.
There you go.
But to each their own, and whatever works best for you. Jones going here for an armbar, and looks like he's got the wrist. He puts him over, and he's going to get back. So he's looking like he's got him flat. And he does.
A pin. Jaleel Jones gets the pin over Avery Rabb. Kawan Lee now. Donnell Solomon. Set to do battle here now.
Cool.
The 9th exhibition so far.
Kawan was a 97-pounder earlier in the year and 97-pounder last year, and he got tired of making weight.
Yep.
So he, I think it was after Christmas break, because we all had to make weight before Christmas break. Something Coach always does, and has us make weight a certain time in November or a certain time in October, and even though we didn't have competition, we still did it. And pretty sure he made 97 when we came back after Christmas, and he was like 30 pounds over. He was like 230, 225, 230, something like that. And Coach was like, "Yep, you're a heavyweight now." So, but no, he bumped up to heavyweight, and he's been doing he's been doing really well. Even at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Weighing 220. In a front headlock here, and it's a good job circling and getting out of that.
Was that the freshman giving some instruction?
That was definitely Zion Carter giving some instruction there.
A little instruction, maybe a little energy booster.
Both of these guys went to Oscar Smith, so
okay.
They were teammates previously. So
a little prideful thing with them,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Nice pace going there with Kwan for a second. Nice little fake. Good hip pressure. Good hip pressure there by Kwan, and he spins around and gets his 2. And with a minute left in the first period, he's going to be up 2-0.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job.
I think now that he's not cutting weight, he's able to move a little quicker because he has more energy.
That is true. I was going to talk, obviously it's not like he's completely just, overweight, but he can move a little bit quicker, at that, 285, range. Obviously he's not all that, so he can bring that little bit of quickness to the match and use that to his advantage.
Yeah, heavyweights are. You don't get a lot of them. And a nice. That was almost a double leg to a knee pick there.
Didn't get it though, right? Because he was out.
Yeah, didn't get it sadly, but that was very beautiful. Yeah, you don't get a lot of heavyweights here that are quick like that can move. So it's cool seeing that. That a little bit of speed and agility.
Yeah, speed, agility, athleticism from the big boys.
Yep.
That was always I played quarterback in football, and that was my favorite thing. When you get an offensive lineman, those them big boys that have a little athleticism to them, they can move a little bit. It's fun to watch them.
I bet it is, especially having them in front of you as a quarterback.
Yeah. That's the end of the first period, but all tied up at excuse me.
You got an escape. That looks like you got the ref did award him that escape point there at the end. So
3-2 in favor of Lee, correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir. And Rab is going to take bottom. Lee on top. Little trip there to send Rab back to the mat.
About a minute and a half to go in period number 2.
Stone call there on Rab. You're just laying there, you're not doing anything. You gotta, like I said earlier, you gotta continually try to improve your position, and he's just not doing that.
Yeah, Rab, the sophomore from Culpeper, Virginia. He's 184 to 197 on their roster, so actually a pretty good matchup for Kawan Lee, size-wise.
Didn't he wrestle heavyweight earlier?
I believe so.
Against Raglan?
I believe so.
Huh.
So.
Here Braswell yelling there saying he's broke. I think I have to agree with him there because
he is not showing much life.
Not much at all. Another stalling call, and that's going to give Kawana another point, put him up 4-2.
You got all that weight on you, though. You're tired. Got to be a struggle.
Yeah. It's being on bottom is a different animal. For sure. Well, I said 4-2, but I guess it's 5-2. Yep, refs call it. There it is, 2 points. And I believe one more stalling call on Reb, and it's going to be a disqualification.
3 seconds, 2.
Smart move by Coach Carl out there, telling him to pick top because, you know, he's gotten 3-4 stalling calls now. So
yeah, just one more.
One more. So, you know, going top for Kawan is smart because if you can ride him out, he's just going to lay there, get another stalling call, and you win by DQ. And I have to say, it's not a way you want to go out.
No, that was a nice job by Lee getting him back on the mat, though, on top.
Looks like he's got a 2-on-1 there. Was a 2-on-1, a 1-on-1. Just stepping over, trying to put him to his back. He doesn't quite get it, but trying to pull that wrist in, maybe get a tilt. Very good with his pressure on top in this match.
Yes, he is. And that's obviously maybe is what caused the stalling calls.
Yep. And that's a match. Gets that final stalling call, and
that'll be it. So, Kawan Lee gets a victory over Donnell Solomon.
Next up on the line, we have versus Jaden Nelson.
Taha Rafiq will take on Jaden Nelson. Got that name right the first time.
Yeah.
No Lion King needed.
I guess you could call this the circle of life.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, I said it. I did. I did. No shame in it either.
Rafiq, the freshman from Harrisburg, Virginia, Spotswood High School, taking on Jaden Nelson. Nelson, the sophomore, West Point, Utah.
He got a collar tie there. Their hand pace is really quick. A lot of clubs going on. Shot attempt by Nelson. Rafiq. He went for a cement mixer and had him in the front headlock there and went for that and didn't.
And he's in trouble now.
Yep. He got stuck. So that's going to be 2 takedown, 4 back points for Nelson. And he's close to the pin here. Rafiq fights out of it, so Nelson will go up 6-0, and Rafiq's now got to get out.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice job to roll out of that, but stay alive, but got to show some life here.
I typically wouldn't pull out that semen mixer that early in a match, but sometimes you feel like you have and you just go for it, and unfortunately he got stuck, but
yeah, he went for it, didn't go his way.
Not at all, but hopefully he'll be able to pull something out here and rally back, get some points. So Nelson's trying to go for a bow and arrow here.
Minute and left in the first period here.
Trying to block, doing a good job of blocking that leg, but he can't quite get him to go over, and SVU bench is telling him to reset, and He does.
Go back to it. Back to it. Get that knee higher.
He's going for that again, and can't quite get it. You know, Taha's not doing too good of a job getting up, but he is doing a very, very good job of fighting off, keeping his hip pressure down and fighting off those cross faces. And almost got put to his back there, and got a stalling call right there in the last 5 seconds.
Into the first period, but yeah, back to your point, he was really just honestly doing a good job of staying alive there.
Yep. Issue is sometimes you get, I mean, as you saw there, he still got called for stalling.
Yep.
He was, you could see him working a little bit, trying to keep from getting turned, but sometimes that's not enough in the eyes of the ref, and you do get called for stalling. But Nelson takes bottom, and Taha doing a good job of following him up. He's got a really tight waist there, and goes for a cross face. Can he pull it in? He doesn't. And ref calls stalling green on that, but I would go definitely stalling red, because if you saw him, he's running out.
Yeah. That's number 2, though, isn't it?
That is number 2. So Nelson does get a point for that. Puts him up 7-0.
And one more.
Was that the second stalling? Was it one stalling and one penalty?
And then he got a penalty for. Apparently got another point for his shoestring. So that's a stalling call.
Okay.
Good mat return there a few seconds ago by Rafiq, and he's got to return him here. He gets another stalling call. You know, that's 4. That's 2 points, one more, and he's out for disqualification. But this ref got really happy with the stall calls here in this match and the one before.
Yes,
He's
has.
calling them quick.
He is not having it, huh? He wants some action.
Yeah. I definitely disagree with that one earlier. The other guy ran out. But Taha's doing a good job of riding him. He's been able to keep him down and return him to the mat when he did get up. 2 unfortunate stalling calls on him.
Yeah.
You know, the one with the shoelace, you know, that's
tough break.
Yeah, it happens. That's why you're not, you know, really supposed to leave them hanging out like that. Either tape them or put them in your shoe or something. Taha with the cradle here. Only got a 1 count, but
that was nice. Nice job to fight back.
he's in a very dangerous position here, you know, having those 4 stall calls on him, and
So I have the two takedown in the corner on the first period, and then we start down in the second.
SVU coach coming to make sure he's got his books right.
So we head to the last period. 10-0 is the score. I think that is correct, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And Taha's got 4 stall calls. 1 for the push out, 1 for the shoelace, 1 for not returning him, and maybe it's only 3.
Guess we'll find out in the next one, right?
He got a warning.
Okay, yeah.
And then, because he had 3 there, that was almost right back to back to back. And then he got the other one for not returning again, and then, yeah. So 4 stall calls. One more would be a DQ. Looks like I don't know what he's trying to do here. He's got that leg stuck, but it looks like he's trying to scramble. Ref's calling danger, and that's 2 points. But now he has to work up. Holding 2. He can't seem to get 4 in a row here. He's up 12-0. Taha's just fighting to keep his shoulders off the ground, and that's going to be a tech fall, 16-0 in favor of Jaden Nelson.
So Nelson gets the victory. Now halfway through our exhibition matches.
Coming up next from Averett, Alex Loxton versus Aaron Friedoff.
On number 11, Alex Loxton going to face Aaron Friedoff. Loxton got a victory in his first exhibition earlier today.
Nice little
Shelf.
sweep there, and he shelves it, but Friedoff
Head high.
does something funky, but
Climb up.
Lawson's able to work around that and get his 2.
Loxton, the Wasilla, Alaska native. Friedoff, the senior, from just here in Virginia, South Prince George.
Nothing happens here. The ref could call stalemate, and even though it looks like Friedoff's on top, there went. He got the 2 takedown, and this is actually fun wrestling to watch. Getting all tied up, and
Somebody's got to make a play.
Yep. A lot of action, a lot of moving. It's fun to watch.
No more scrambling. Come up.
But Lawson looks comfortable there, and he's not.
He does. I will say that. You are correct. I think he does.
Three-time state finalist in Alaska, and pretty sure he's a multiple-time Fargo All-American, Fargo placer.
Hips to the mat.
Good. Curl your legs back. Hamstring curl.
Keep out.
And after all that, Friedoff's got double boots in, and Logs is still fighting out.
Yeah.
Back up to his base. Well, he was. Something we work on a lot, as you heard Rulo say, keep working on the edge. You know, you don't stop wrestling until the whistle blows. So even if you're right there and you think you're out of bounds, you gotta
keep going.
Gotta keep going. A lot can happen there in that little bit of space.
Yeah. Probably be about 2 or 3 seconds left. That'll be the end of the first period. 2-2 all evened up here. is Logston. And Friedoff.
Friedoff takes bottom, and Logston goes straight to that. Went for a 2-on-1, but Friedoff hits a nice switch. Going to put him up 4-2. Now Logston's got to get up and work for something here.
Left leg comes in, punch it. Punch your left leg in. Punch that left leg, straight him out. Good. Cross face come to me. Cross face come to me.
So he's got those double boots in again.
You gotta take your hips with it though. Hips with it, cross face. You gotta take your hips first. Keep working, you can always down belly so long here.
Nope, he's just got one in, and looks like he's switching between going to a power half and a crossface, and wings that arm out. Not quite sure
Fight here.
where he's going with it, but cranking in a 2-on-1, still got that leg in.
All right, now base up.
It appears from here. Ref call stalemate. About 50 seconds left to go here in the second period. Scores 4-2 here with 40 seconds left in favor of Friedoff.
Under 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'd say that was the right call for stalling there. Logs is really not doing much. Then again, Friedoff's been very commanding this period on top. Logston down 4-2, and Rulo's telling him, he says, take down and cut him, take down and cut him. 2 minutes to give it everything, get as many takedowns as you can. And that's going to be 2 there for Friedoff.
And extends that lead to 4 now.
Got that Merkel. He's going to use it. He doesn't. Friedoff just hanging on. Got a power half there. With the wrong leg in, though. No, I was wrong. He had the right leg in.
Minute left in the period. Logston down by 4, 6-2.
He's got a hammer lock there on his back. Logston circles, able to sit out of that. Gets back up to his base. It's back, broken back down. "20 seconds left. Friedoff's up 6-2.
Logston running out of time here.
You know, I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen another stalling call against Logston. So for about 30-45 seconds, he really wasn't doing much, but he started working again, so that's good for him. One thing about him, he wrestled a couple people earlier this week when we went to Tennessee. It was a really tough competition. Previously, like top 10 ranked guys from D2, and he did really well against them. You know, he held his own and kept them from scoring more than they needed. And Tommy Baldwin going up against Campbell again. And we saw Campbell earlier against Childress. Childress came out on top. Let's see what
Kelton Campbell, freshman. Tommy Baldwin, a freshman as well. Brother of redshirt sophomore Billy Baldwin. Virginia Beach, Virginia native.
Princess Anne High School. And he can go. He almost has it. He's so close to having it. He went for that kamikaze there, and it worked out for him. Didn't quite kick hard enough, but he did good with that and ended up getting him back on top.
Rulo giving some great enthusiastic instruction from the side, as always.
Baldwin up here 4-2 with 1:44 left in the first period. I think I just had deja vu because I was here. This was freshman year. Same thing happened. Got 2 cautions back to back, and coach comes out and was talking to me, and I think the next period. Ooh, that was a nice little Granby there, right into a cradle for Campbell. And Tommy's got to straighten out here and sit through his Rulo saying. But and that should have been, in my opinion, that should have been a stalling call there on, there it is.
Under a minute in period number 1.
Blasted through him and
sent him out of bounds.
Yeah. We drill that a lot. We call it the hustle drill, and just working on, shooting people out of bounds and getting those takedowns on the edge. Or don't get a takedown, get a stall call.
Get the points.
Yep. Oh, nice slide by there by Baldwin.
$15 seconds. Period number 1. Baldwin. A little confusion there.
Not quite sure what happened there.
What were they asking?
I mean, the ref asked for his decision and then said that Baldwin had said that he chose down. So,
I think everybody was a little confused there because I think Baldwin was saying he was asking Rulo what he thought he should do.
Yep. And apparently the ref thought he was talking to him. And nice tip there. What is going on? If he could step over the head, he could probably put him to his back here, but. So 2 back points for Baldwin and then a 2-point reversal for Campbell.
Make sure everybody get on the same page right there.
Yeah, sometimes the clock and the people at the scorers table are a little slow or don't get things right, and you know it happens. We're only human, but you just got to make sure, like you said, everybody on the same page. Been to tournaments before, and it's like you put a 5-year-old kid at the table. People did not know what they were doing at all. Nice blast double there by Tommy, and Campbell tries to scramble through it. Doesn't work out for him, and Baldwin's on top, 12-6 now.
Nice job by Baldwin to flip the script, take the lead up 6, 15 seconds to go here in the period.
I think one thing that's helped this team out tremendously is the fact that this is their first deal. I think they might have been training for 2 or 3 weeks. I could be wrong about that, but we've been training since
before the break. Essentially, yeah. We had that tri meet.
Yep.
With in inter-squad tri meet, that is, anyways. But still, that's competition, that's action that a lot of people got last semester that we spoke on earlier.
Yeah, like our season for us started October 1st, and we were fortunate, because of Meg, because of everybody here at Averett. We were able to start training that early, and we were having preseason before that. So for us, training-wise, it's been almost like a normal season. Just the competition's been a little different because of COVID, but. I think we have a real advantage over a lot of teams, and that's why a big reason we're able to do so well is because we're so many steps ahead of a lot of these other teams because they haven't had the ability and the fortune that we have to be able to train so long. So we're steps ahead of other people.
Yeah. They'll reset here. Minute 18 remaining. Under a minute here in the last period.
Something I haven't seen, and
as you said,
as I said,
little commentator's curse, huh?
Yep. I was thinking as I was saying, like it's about to happen as soon as I said it, but no, I was gonna say I haven't really seen many slide by attempts or throw attempts from him like we saw earlier against Childress.
Yeah.
I don't know if he switched up his game plan or.
He had a heck of a battle with Childress.
Yeah, that was a very good match. Trying to roll him here, and Coach Rules is saying no roll, no roll. Tommy did a good job of adjusting there. 2 seconds left, and looked like he had some words to say there at the end, as he did the match before, but
little kiss blown by Baldwin there, I think.
Yeah.
Baldwin gets that victory. We'll move on to our next exhibition. At 174, give me Devontae Hobbs. I believe this is Josh Smith.
I think so. That's one thing I've never understood, competition, especially in wrestling. Like, somebody just went out there and, especially when they dominate you, they just show complete control, and then you want to talk junk at the end.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of that? Like, I understand if it was a close match. I can kind of get that, but
A close match, competitive juices are flowing, but if you got to get dominated, you got to, walk away and go work on your craft.
yeah. It's like your little brother, little cousin that wants to talk junk to you, even though they know, like,
Yeah, you just beat him 45-0 in Madden.
right, and they still want to talk junk. And here's Hobbs with a cradle. He's already got the 2, and see if we can get some back points here. He's got to fix his position a little bit.
Yeah.
He's going to reset it and get that head in the hole and drive it over. He gets it. Oh!
Got to try to get that back hip down.
I think he got a 4 count there though. So he'll go up 6 to 0 at least. As it looks like they're about to go out of bounds, and they do. Let's see if Smith smacks them out again like he did in the
First match.
first match. And
That was a nice job of him just being able to escape and stay alive.
yeah, that was a good fight by him. Hobbs here looking for looks like he's going for 2-on-1, roll through tilt, and he gets it. And he's going to get a 2 count out of it.
Roll to 2.
He still got it, so he could
Roll him again.
he could roll again and go for the 4 count, but he hasn't really let go with that left hand of his. He still got it. Braswell on the sideline saying, let her go and get the points. So he let it go there, so now he'll get his 2, go up 8-0.
I'd say that's one man to listen to over there.
Sam Braswell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that man to death. He knows his stuff. Obviously a 2-time national qualifier. All-American last year. Ranked number 4 in the country this year. So it's
accolades keep building.
They do. He knows his stuff, and he's a leader on the team. So you almost got to be dumb not to listen to him.
You gotta almost be a sponge. When he talks, you gotta take
soak
everything
it up.
in.
Yes, sir. Hobbs needs to circle here, and he's at risk of getting a stall call. And, like I said, he did get that stall call. He's still up 8-1 with 1 stall call, so he's sitting in an all right position right now, but, we still got a lot of wrestling left to do in this match. Hard club there by Smith.
Yeah.
Good wrestling there by Hobbs, but he unfortunately gets taken down. 2 points for Smith.
End of the period. 8-3, right?
Yep, 8-3, and Smith is gonna choose to go neutral here. And he just punched him square in the back of the head, and the ref didn't call it.
Yeah, that was very.
But, as they say in basketball, ball don't lie, and he immediately got taken down right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hammered the back of his head.
Neck, yeah.
And he's going, I don't know what he was trying to go for there, but he's keeping himself in. He just got himself 2 back points. So that'll put Hobbs up, I believe, 12-3.
Yeah.
Well,
Make sure that was correct.
A little over a minute 20 left in the second. Hobbs quick off the whistle to get that tight waist ankle there and then to a chop. He's got the 2-on-1.
Got it locked up again.
Smith doing a good job keeping his base, and Hobbs got a little high, and he's tried to shake him off, but Hobbs was able to readjust. Looks like he's got that 2-on-1 there again.
Under a minute in this period now.
Hobbs with the leg in. 2 legs in. He's a little high. He needs to set her back, as Coach Connor is saying. And get underneath the arms there and stretch him out. Smith keeps trying to grab that foot. But in my opinion, he's trying to grab the wrong one, and it's getting him in trouble because he's almost putting himself to his back.
Yeah.
Ten seconds left. Trying to get backs here, but not quite getting past perpendicular to get them.
Be the end of the period. We'll head to the last period. Hobbs up 12-3 over Josh Smith of Southern Virginia.
And Hobbs also elects to go neutral. And there he is again with that punch to the back of the neck. I don't know how the ref is letting that go. It looks it is wrestling, and
there's another one.
And it's aggressive, but I mean, there's just some stuff, It's
That's
a little too much.
Yeah, pure force.
Yeah.
You can see it. A fantastic move.
Ball don't lie, and take down straight to his back.
Javante Hobbs.
Look up.
Yeah, he needs to look directly pretty much at the ref right there and that, and arch his back, but that's a tech, yep. 18-3.
That'll be the match. Javante Hobbs takes it over Josh Smith.
And the winner by technical favor, Javante Hobbs.
We'll move on to 165. Anthony Reese going to take on Morgan Peterson.
I've noticed watching him wrestle the past couple times, he likes to take a Daytona 500 lap around the inner circle of the mat before he starts. Everybody's got their pre-match thing they do.
Yeah. Maybe he's a big NASCAR guy.
Maybe so. Pearson here's got a 2-on-1. Not a 4-on-1, that's not possible, but Reese trying to adjust, and that's going to be an action call. Great call.
What is that?
So you get action, when they're going out and they get a stall, and it's because one guy isn't, they're pretty much backing straight out and not getting not producing action. Sorry.
But they're
right there.
Okay.
They're both going. They're both wrestling hard, trying to get to something, and no one's necessarily backing out. They're kind of both being aggressive in their attacks, or a lot of them. You'll see the ref call action, and Anthony Reese is doing a really good job of fending off these shots here by Morgan Peterson, and Coach Rule's getting excited over there.
Yeah, he's fired up.
He gets excited because he starts jumping up and down, and Yeah, he's getting close to getting these reattacks here from that 2-on-1. That was a nice shot in by Anthony Reese, and that's going to be a stalling call. Took him straight off the mat and to the gym floor. Not sure how that wasn't a stalling call on Morgan Peterson, because he went out.
He got driven. Looked like in the blind side, Michael Orr taking that guy down and putting him out of bounds, said he needs to go on to the bus.
That's funny because I was thinking that exact same thing just now. The match score is going to be 2-1 in favor of Peterson here, and a lot of action in this match. I'm really liking this. They're both. Reese needs to circle, and questionable stalling call there by the ref, and personally I would have called that action versus the one over there where he got driven out.
Yeah.
Was definitely stalling, but Reese doing really good on his shot attempts. He's bound to make one stick here if he keeps up that pace. Front headlock with Peterson. Peterson went for the ankle pick there, but Reese saw it coming and got his leg out the way. Ref calls stalemate.
Reset, 12 seconds, right at 12 seconds here in this period. Wow. Ref was quick with that. Really quick with that stall call. 3 seconds in, he backed up and ref said, "I'm going to hit you with that," but then Peterson did get the takedown, so he's going to be up 4-1 going into the second period. The first choice, and Reese chooses neutral. Another head tap to a shot attempt there by Reese. Peterson goes knee tap from the front headlock. You can peek out here, and Peterson gets another takedown. Go up 6-1. You heard it here first, folks. Blake Ruo said it. College wrestling is tough. You got to work here. It's a grind.
It is a grind. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life, that's for sure.
Peterson goes up 10-1 now. Approaching 1 minute here in period number 2.
So Reese is doing good on his feet, but he's taking these shots and he's stopping his movement. And I think that's why Peterson's able to get a lot of these takedowns here, because he shoots and then he gets stuffed and then he just stops moving. He doesn't really try to keep the movement going. Building up here to his base. 15 left. Peterson puts him to his back for a 4 count. That's going to put it at 16-2.
That'll be the end of the period.
So he only needs one more point here to get the tech over Reese, so he elects down, and Reese has got to ride hard here.
Yeah, Rulo explaining exactly what you just said.
Yep.
1 point, he gets the victory. There it is. Peterson gets a victory over Reese.
And the win by Southern Virginia is Morgan Peterson.
17-2.
So now we'll see at 197, Jamar Christian. Well, got a little switch up here.
They're not wrestling. Avery isn't wrestling anymore.
Welcome back out to the Grand Center. East Beringer joined by Caleb Harmon. Had to get caught up on who we're going to have on the mat. It's Will Merritt facing Kelton Campbell. Merritt, the senior, Fairfax, Virginia.
Merritt with a nice shot there. That was a little loud there in my ear, but hit a little elbow pass and straight to the leg and took him straight down, and less than 30 seconds in, he got his 2. Dragging it back in. Looks like he's got a ball and chain here. He's going to try to put that knee in the back there and try to tilt it up, and he does. So he's going to go up 4-1 here after the escape by Campbell. Campbell with a throw attempt, and Will ended up catching him. Will got the 2, and man needs to grab at that elbow there, and
that's exactly what he's doing. Trying to turn him. Campbell grabbing his leg.
Got to step over that leg there, but coach is yelling Merkel. I mean, he's already got the 2, so at this point, the only thing he can do is the rest can stalemate it and go back to the center and restart. He's letting the action continue, and there it is.
A little stalemate. 30 seconds to go in the first period.
Score 6-2. Campbell with a look like an angle pick attempt there. We'll try for a slide by. That was close to being 2 there from Mary right at the end, right before the buzzer, but
Do we just have Bishop left after this, or what we got?
Hobbs and Olsen and then Bishop and Smith.
Okay.
2 more.
So 6-2 heading into this next period.
Campbell's on bottom looking to get out and score. Merritt switches opposite side. Start from the top. Somebody on the sidelines yelling cradle. Merritt almost got that elbow pass again, but I think Campbell might be figuring it out. Campbell goes for a duck, and Merritt shoots him out, and that's a stall call. Taking his time to get back to the center. Trying to catch his breath, and goes for a sweep there, and Merritt goes for the elbow pass and ends up falling on his butt, but still catches the leg, and he can peek out here. He needs to peek out. Campbell goes to throw. Doesn't get it. Just kind of falls by himself, and Merritt just falls right on top of him. Merritt up 8-3 here with 45 seconds left. Going for a cheap little tilt with the leg in. And Will's in danger here, and Campbell gets 2, closes the gap 8-5 with 20 seconds left. Merritt's just stood straight up.
Yeah.
3 seconds left, and Merritt chooses down with a 3-point lead here going to the third.
So Merritt with a 3-point advantage. 4 now. 1:50 to go in this last period.
Merritt can go short offense here. He can pick that left ankle there. That's there. Well, I guess it would technically be his right. Merritt's left, but there it is. Got the front headlock. Goes straight into a crossface. Merritt lets him up. 11-6. Ahead by 5. He gets a takedown, and depending on riding time, I don't see that here on the screen, but depending on riding time, he could get a major with the riding time point. I think Merritt has 2 minutes and something of riding time, so he gets a takedown and he can get a major here.
30 seconds.
questionable action call by the ref, but I can see where he was.
Saw the action.
Yeah. Taking his time to get back to the center. Hear that's you say, coach saying it's a sprint. I mean, when you're down 5 points, you know you gotta
have something in the bag.
Yep. And he goes for a flying squirrel and totally does not get it.
Missed the tree.
Missed it. Missed the tree. Yep.
Merritt gets the victory, 11-6. And we're down to our final 2 matches of the day. Going to be Javante Hobbs and Tristan Olson.
Coming up next.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the I think that's one of the best matches from Merritt I've seen in a long time. He came out today and was really ready to wrestle. He did a really, really good job.
Going to see Hobbs again here. Little pump up jams.
Pump up the jam. Pump it up. I'm going to have to listen to that song now. I want to get in my car. Appreciate that.
Tristan Olson for Southern Virginia.
Single attempt, but Hobbs was able to fight it off. Okay, he was trying to go for a duck there a little bit. Single attempt, and Olson's going to get 2 here.
So he'll take early advantage in the first period.
He's got a half an arm there, half an wrist, rather. Puts his left arm to his back, gets the hammer lock, and I think he's going to go. Looks like he's going for the can of steel here, but Hobbs just comes right up to his feet. 2-1 with a little less than a minute and a half left in the first.
Blake Rulo wants Hobbs to circle around. Not able to do so.
Hobbs can throw that foot over his head and roll it. He can scramble into a little bit of something here, but he's just going to hold on to that foot and the ref's not awarding anything here. There it is. I really got to stop saying stuff like that. Because every time I say something, it ends up happening 1 second later. Hobbs can pressure back here. He could possibly score 2 points, but there's 10 seconds left, and Olson going for a cradle.
That'll be at with that period. Hobbs down 4-1.
When in doubt, pinkies out. Two-point reversal there for Olsen. Knee slide and escape by Hobbs, and then a blast double right to his back. He's going to get a pin here, it looks like. He was definitely stuck there from my point of view, but ref wasn't. There it is. Pin by Javante Hobbs with 1 minute and 1 second left in the second period.
Hobbs down in the match, but that's one way to get out of that. Get in there, get the pin, get the victory. So we'll move on to our last match of the day. John Bishop.
John Bishop versus Josh Smith.
Smith is going to be out on the map for another time. Smith and Bishop set to do battle here.
I think it'd be a tie between Smith and the guy that just wrestled Merritt for most matches for their team. And
yeah.
Bishop gets a body lock, and he's attempting to, looks like he's attempting to throw him. He throws him right to his back, and he's stuck on his back. Ref a little late to that count, but he still gets the 4, and Bishop's up 6-0 now. Throws in a, I don't know what he's trying to throw right there, but Smith's doing a good job of circling. And Bishop throws in some legs and puts Smith to his back. Cranking that half. He's going to pin him here, it looks like. Smith's face is showing pure pain and agony. I can imagine this doesn't feel good. Minute 50 left. All Bishop's got to do is wait, and there it is.
Yep, that is a quick one. John Bishop with the pin.
And winner from Averett, John Bishop.
That was the last exhibition match of the night. That will do it here. The Cougars won the duel 54-0, and some exhibitions well done. Well, Caleb, glad to have you on the broadcast. Cougars moved to 8-0. Fantastic start to this season.
Yes, sir. It was great. Thanks for having me. I had a great time.
And that will be it on the Averett Sports Network. Thank you for joining us.
Bro, I